Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome VP Next Generation Architecture, Samsung Electronics, Jun Ho Woo.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here and to have a chance to introduce what Samsung is doing with riscv and how much we are interested in riscv. So, what is my page? Okay. Let's wait. Okay. Can you see my screen?
우리만 PDF로 보내가지고 못 합쳐서 그래요.
So I
PPT로 다 합쳐가지고 이렇게 넘긴다고 했는데 여기 이렇게 농담 하나 해주시지. 오케이.
Thank you. So, I'm a master in Samsung. Maybe you don't know what the master is. It's not the master of game area and not the master of Jedi something. It's, Samsung has two kinds of VP. There's research track and manager track. So master can concentrate on research. We don't have to worry about the product management and human resource management. So as a master of system architecture, I touches all kinds of product of system LSI. So I insisted to adopt the riscv in our product. So that's why I'm here. Actually, the original title of my presentation was Risk of Samsung. Maybe committee thought I missed -5, so they changed my title. But I'm going to talk from this title. Samsung was established in 1969, and I was born in the same year. We are same age. And I joined 1994 Samsung Electronics, and my CEO asked us, change everything except wife and children. That much, my CEO insisted, my CEO thought risk consciousness is very important. So I thought that time was very important because of internal risk and external risk. So that was the special year, I thought. But for 25 years, there was no year we are not in the risk. Every year he said we are in the risk. So we need to prepare and overcome the risk. Now, we are 50 years old. Samsung is 50 years old. Now, our CEO says we need to prepare next coming risk, and we need to be a 100-year company. So, I thought, what's the next coming risk? So I thought 5G and AI is the next big risk of trust. So big data and cloud computing changed our lifestyle. Actually, for the car driving, telematics and machine-to-machine communication, such like V2X, I mean vehicle to everything, it is based on 5G. And object detection and lane detection for ADAS, it is based on AI. So, what should I do to prepare this risk? So, we made 5G modem and intelligent sensors. And I insisted we need to implement riscv in our device. So this is the key point of my presentation. We implemented riscv in these two devices. So I'm trying to overcome the risk with riscv. So to explain our products, you need to understand our organization. You know Samsung TV and refrigerator. It is made by Consumer Electronics Division. And you know Galaxy series of cellular phone, it is made by IT Division. And there is device solution. It consists of memory, system LSI, and foundry business. I am in system LSI. System LSI, we are targeting three kinds of markets. That is mobile, automotive, and consumer devices, including IoTs. We make AP and wireless communication, such like cellular modem, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GNSS. CMOS sensors, display drivers, security devices, and PMICs, and digital TV SoCs. All these products are candidates of riscv application. So let me talk about the 5G first. The key technology of 5G is latency and throughput. So high throughput and short latency enables machine-to-machine communication, and it changes many things for the automotive. So 5G subscribers will be increased to 1 billion by 2023. So we made LTE chips first, and we participated standard activity, and we made 5 chips. And we made actually the slim modem. I mean the slim modem is separated from AP system. Usually when we encounter new generation, we separate the cellular modem and AP. But this time we made slim modem and merged AP and slim modem together. We made 2 devices concurrently. This is the cellular modem platform. Cellular modem platform consists of application processor and wireless communication and camera system, display system, and security, and sensors, and so on. The red color is power system. And I'm going to mention about the yellow colored blocks. This is the wireless communication, including 5G technology. There are 2 kinds of cellular modem data path. One is FR1 and the other is FR2. Usually we separate it according to the frequency range. Frequency range 1 means sub 6 gigahertz RF frequencies. In the case of FR2, usually 28 gigahertz or 39 gigahertz, it means millimeter wave. We call it FR2. So if we look at FR2 in detail, it is shaped like this. There is an array of antennas, and it is connected to phase array chip. These two components are the purpose of this one is main function of this is beamforming. Because millimeter wave, the weak point of millimeter wave is diffraction and obstacle blocking. So beamforming is very important for millimeter wave technology. So it converts, phase array converts RF signal into frequency, and it is delivered to center RF chips. Center RF chip change the interfrequency to baseband signal through the mixer and analog baseband. It is delivered to baseband modem through the digital interface. These two RF chips, phase array and RF chip, we need some dynamic functions inside, such like DC offset cancellation and RF calibration. So I insisted this is the time to implement, apply the riscv for the first time. Everyone, as you know, engineers are the most conservative people. So everyone worried about it is open source and it's not easy to debug it, and software ecosystem is not familiar with us. Finally, we revised this chip 2 times because bugs comes out, then we suffered from it. But anyway, finally we succeeded to make real product. So we implemented this 5G modem system. Let's talk about AI now. All the training and inference functions can be performed in the cloud. But customers ask us to implement these functions in our device because of the privacy and security issues, in addition the latency. Of course, there is high technology, for example, differential privacy and fully homomorphic encryption. But until those technologies comes up, we need to implement it in our device. So we made neural processing unit in our SoC to improve our performance and to save power consumption. This APU reduce the overhead of CPU and GPUs. We need to consider the best architecture, which is scalable and flexible. This basic architecture must be applied to IoT and automotive and data center. So it must be scalable, IP level scalable and chip level scalable. So we consider it from the basic architecture. So I tried to apply riscv in these chips also, but we didn't apply it yet. Instead of it, I applied riscv in camera sensors. There are many functions, camera-specific functions inside sensor, but it's evolving to intelligent cameras. So face detection and recognition functions will be inside sensors. If sensor perform face recognition, then AP don't have to wake up every time. It saves power consumption. Actually, camera has many variants according to the resolution and precision and frame rate. And there are so many kinds of lineups, so it must be flexible. So we can replace Cortex M series with riscv. It is based on the success of RF application of riscv. This time we applied Sci-Fi's riscv. If we look at the car, there are so many cameras inside for driver's monitoring and all around the view. The smart sensor will work for it. And car SoC consists of infotainment and telematics and ADAS. Already we got design win for the infotainment and telematics, and we are making ADAS chips. The RF chips of riscv, they are inside these chips. So this is the summary of the status of Samsung. We applied riscv in 5G modem RF and intelligent sensors, and I'm considering to apply it to AI processors and security and safety system. Those are what I'm looking at. Thank you for listening.